Hey everybody, this is Dark Side Elite here, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to restart the story mode and start a whole new story mode, and actually see if I can power level through it a little bit faster than normal. So this is gonna be new. This is some new stuff we're gonna be doing. I've watched other players play this game, and to me, they played it very sloppily. But it's my personal opinion. I think they had a really good time with it, and that's the main point. But I'm not gonna be trying to have a quote unquote challenge. I want to be able to play the game how it's meant to be played, where you're supposed to be very powerful, and these guys are supposed to give you a little bit of a hard time, but you're supposed to be able to breeze right through it. The the um the game itself. Whoops, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Okay, the game itself is supposed to give you the in-game content. Supposed to be the hardest point in the game, not the regular story mode. I'm sorry, I disagree with that. The battle against Frieza should not be hard. The battle against Frieza should be the easiest easiest fight in the game. The battle against Cell should be one of the easiest fights in the game. So I mean, there's a lot of things in here that I feel that they should have did a little bit better. I mean, a lot of guys did a little bit better. So I'm gonna start a whole new game. Let me see if I continue. Did I save that 118? Okay. Let me see. So we're gonna start a whole new game. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically burn right through. Well, not burn, but I'm gonna do some things a little bit differently. Okay. His greatest adversary he ever thought was gonna be Piccolo, but and it comes out to be his own brethren, Vegeta. Vegeta is always going to be his greatest adversary because Vegeta understands Goku better than Goku thinks that he does. And Vegeta understands his Saiyan power and what his Saiyan bloodline can do for him the same as Goku. But Goku doesn't understand it. He doesn't fully understand it because he doesn't look at his Saiyan heritage as Vegeta does. And yes, I'm still sticking with Japanese. I do not like the English version. Sorry. Yeah. Dang it! I did not want to do that. That's my boy. I will always love Vegeta. Always love Vegeta. Vegeta's my boy. It's just a game.
Raditz, 貴様が知らなければもっと早く終わったはずだ。すまん。だから貴様を弱虫ラディッツと言われるんだ。次の星ではもっと上へやる。またしくじった時は覚悟しておくんだな。そうだ思い出した。確か俺の弟カカロットが別のうちに送られていたはずだ。貴様の弟だと？まだ俺たち以外にサイヤ人がいたのか。そいつが仲間に加えもっとうまくやれる。貴様の弟ならそれほど期待できそうにないが、どこの星だ？そう、確か地球って星だ。その地球を制圧したという報告もない。何をしてカカロット。
He never would have. I mean, okay, let's be completely honest. There is no way he would have been able to take over the Earth. Roshi would have killed him. Kami would have definitely killed him. There was a few. Tien Shinhan would have killed him. The Crane Hermit would have killed him. I mean, even as a kid, he was powerful as hell as a child, but Roshi alone would have murdered him, dude. Roshi would have killed him even if he went to even went to his great ape state. He still would have killed him. So no matter what, Goku at that time was a joke. Now, if Raditz showed up, let's say when he was a kid, when he was almost about to be hit preteen and showed up, nah, I'm sorry, no human on that planet would have stopped him. Kami would have died. I mean, nah, Raditz is strong as hell. That's why he was that's why he was an elite Saiyan. He was an upper elite Saiyan. He wasn't a low grade. He wasn't a true low grade like Goku was. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not want to skip. See, right there. You see how he's acting right there? He says, I don't think Mom would like that very much. You see, if it was his choice to ever want to become a martial artist, this answer he gave is your doorway. Everybody's got to think about something like this. Chi-Chi raised Gohan. If she did not want him to be a fighter, she wouldn't entice him like that. Goku was saying, hey, wait a minute, I fought a very strong guy. He never pushed Gohan to do anything. He never really did. He just said he fought someone super strong. He said super strong. He goes, yeah, it was a guy named Piccolo. Well, I'll be kind of, I don't think I could beat someone like that. He goes, don't worry about it. It'll just train you up a little bit. He goes, oh, I don't think Mom will like that very much. He doesn't sound like someone that goes like, I'm afraid of fighting or I'm afraid of getting hurt. He doesn't say anything like that. What he's saying is that he's afraid of what his mother would think. That's where it shows to you that it's Chi-Chi that made Gohan the person that he is. If Goku was able to take him away from Chi-Chi and show him that, hey, listen, this is what I can show you, and get him to have some confidence in himself, I guarantee you he will know martial arts. Gohan is not a meek child at birth. He's not meek. Saiyans are not meek. They're in your face people. They're in your face people. Goku is an in your face person. So you're telling me that Gohan's going to be a complete opposite, but then Goten is the exact same way as Goku? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. So anybody who tells to you that Gohan was always meant to be a scholar, no, he never was. It was Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is the reason why he wanted to become a scholar, because she did not give him any level of choice to want to become anything else than a scholar. She drilled into him to want to become a scholar because she kept saying that martial artists are dumb. So this kid was basically thinking, okay, my dad's dumb. That's the way it is. See, like right there, he just says, yeah, your mom's not gonna like that. All right, let's do this. Yep. See, look, if he had no power,
したご飯。僕疲れちゃった。もう起きないよ。なんだしょうがねえな。じゃあ父ちゃんが抱っこしてやっか。元気になったか？さては父ちゃんを試したら考えやがってしょうがねえな。おめえは大きくなったら何になってんだ？僕偉い学者さんになりたい。おめえ変わってるな。勉強教えんな無理だけど修行がしたくなったら父ちゃんがばっちり来てやったな。僕疑うのいっぱい怖いよ。そういやおめえ釣りは初めてだったな。オラがガキンチョの頃やってたやり方教えてやったな。この辺に釣れそうな場所があったはずだぞ。
Now, again, somebody can say, hey, see, I mean, he said he wanted to be a great scholar. Yeah, but again, if you go back to what was already stated, he said that, I don't think Mom really is going to like that. It doesn't sound like, he says that fighting is scary to him. Yeah, he's a child. He's a child. I can understand that part. But his dad straight up stated that if you train up a bit, that's going to go away because you're going to have confidence in what you can truly do. And it's true. If a 4-year-old is nervous and a little afraid of things, once they start learning how to defend themselves, their confidence levels goes through the roof because they know what they could truly do. And Gohan is no different. The moment he started learning martial arts, look at what happened. He gained confidence. But he was. Okay. But if you, like I said before, if you look at about Gohan, that's why a lot of people don't understand about Gohan's character. Gohan's character was ruined by Chi-Chi. I don't care what anybody says. The moment Gohan started learning martial arts, he got more confident. The only problem was he was thrusted into a crap ton of fights. He had to deal with Nappa and Vegeta. Holy crap. Then he had to deal with the Ginyu Force and Frieza, truly the most powerful entity in the universe at that time. And then he's now thrusted 3 years later, and he's like, what, 9 or 10 years old. And now he has to deal with, guess what? Androids. Are you nuts? he's 5 years old when he deals with Raditz and the whole Saiyan situation. He's around 6. Add 3 more years because of the androids. That he's 9 years old, and by the time he comes out of the room of spirit and time with Goku, he's about 10. And then add 7 years, he's 17 years old. They say that he's 16. I go, no, he's 17. He's supposed to be 10 years old by the time he gets out of that chamber during the Cell games, because he aged a whole year. He did age a whole year. That's why that's why they had a different frame, his different frame. But if you look at, if they drew Dragon Ball the way they drew Dragon Ball Z in the Cell games at one of the best animations I've ever seen, Goku would look about the same frame as Gohan does at that time when he was like 10 or 11. He would have the same frame look as Gohan. He would be thin and yoked. He would look stacked. But he was drawing him more bubbly. That's why they had that bubble look. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch a couple of more. Duh. Alright. Okay, let's do this. All right. All right, now let's get out of here. Okay, here's the funniest thing, and I was talking to my buddy about this. Goku as a kid has a very innocent heart. That's the thing about it. He has a very innocent soul because he hasn't truly killed anybody. But the thing is that in Dragon Ball, if you really think about it, he killed a lot of people. He killed a crap ton of regular people. He didn't kill Tao Pai Pai. He didn't kill certain people, but he killed the leader of the Red Ribbon Army. He killed evil people. So by that logic, that cloud should never allow Goku to sit on it ever again because he killed people. His soul is tainted. He killed people. But the thing is that he has such an innocent heart. He doesn't think he was killing anybody because he was just that strong. that the cloud just, but it was like over time something happened where the cloud is like, well, I mean, you kill bad guys, that whatever. So I don't know. That was the funniest thing he and myself and my buddy were talking about. Same goes for Gohan. Gohan's very innocent too, but he hasn't killed anybody. He has not killed a single person. That dragon's like, don't eat me. Ugh, hate this woman. Okay, now there's that's why I love that. That's why I love how they. If you want to know the Japanese language, you do gotta watch some animes with the appropriate subtitles. Piccolo in all of Dragon Ball ever since after I believe Namek, he doesn't call Goku Goku. He calls Goku Son. He calls him by his last name because it's Son Goku. Chi-Chi calls him Goku Sa. That's a more affectionate way of saying Goku's name. Like Goku Chan. That's more of an affect, not a. It's more of a familial, like we're friends. That's how you get certain texts, and that's why I like the Japanese language, because it's very simplistic, because they literally put it in their anime how certain things are done. And like, because Bulma doesn't call Vegeta-san or Vegeta-sa or like that. She calls him Vegeta. But the thing is that you can see her emotion around him is a lot more easier to understand than Chi-Chi's. Chi-Chi always has a frown. She's always upset at him, but she always calls him Goku-san. And again, that upsets me. It upsets me to a huge degree that people still like this character. They like this character, and I go, dude, this is the worst written character in all of Dragon Ball. She is. She's terrible. She's a terrible person. After she basically insults Master Roshi and all people every chance she gets. She insults them. She literally says that all martial artists are barbarians and they're dumb. So you're telling me that Master Roshi's an idiot? That's why I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I hate this woman. Goku got completely duped into marrying this woman. Can't believe she's our cooking expert. Ugh. I don't care. That's funny. Oh God, I missed that already. Hmm. Don't care. Where you pull that out from? And that's the name of the ball, the 4-star Dragon Ball. The one thing I really wished, this is what I really wished for the Goku Gohan's character, is an older Gohan with his family. He meets Grandpa Gohan. And Grandpa Gohan meets his namesake, and he says to him, and this is something very special, because Goku's like, well, wait a minute, you're supposed to be stuck down, blah blah blah, and he says, well, don't worry about it, mainly because of blah 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 blah, and he says the reason why he was able to keep his body is because of Goku, because Goku saved the planet so many times that King Yama said, hey, you know what? He was going to reborn Gohan's soul, but he said, no, let this guy have he's a legendary martial artist himself. He keep his body. He was able to stay down where he was supposed to stay. So Gohan meets Grandpa Gohan, and they have this huge thing, and Gohan understands where his dad's coming from, why his dad is the way he is, and all the stuff that his dad does. And Grandpa Gohan meets his great grandchild Pan, and all this other stuff. They should do a really good slice of life type of episode. So Grandpa Gohan son Gohan meets Grandpa Gohan. That would be really great. I think a lot of people will like that, and and also I think they need to kind of change Gohan's character. I'm not saying he needs to be a full-fledged warrior. No, I think he should be a balanced person. I think he should be balanced where he knows that, hey, you know what? I do got to keep up with my training. I do got to keep up with my studies. But he already has a scholarship. He is a scholar, but I think that he should get himself a job where he's not required all the time. However, he can leave, go train for a few months, and he could save the planet. And that's more due to the fact of, well, Hercule got in the way of it. Said, hey, you know what? This kid's my special student. I need him to blah blah blah. They go, well, he's your student? Oh yeah. That would be really cool. They could easily write that in, that Gohan got special privilege by the university because of Hercule. Sorry, I'm not gonna call him Hercule. By Satan, and him saying that no, this guy's married my daughter, and he's one of my special students. I've been training him ever since that whole situation with Boo. He helped me defeat Boo. So basically they're going, oh, you're the guy to help defeat Boo. Well, it wasn't really him. It was his dad. But it's the only way he could be able to get what he wants, because he's able to now, he could leave for a few months. They could still move forward whatever they want to do, but he could set things in motion where he doesn't have to be there all the time, and he can go off and train for a few months so he can be able to keep himself getting strong. That's the way I would do it. That'd be really cool, and I think it'll make a lot of fans very happy about Gohan's character. And also, in my personal opinion, I think that they should also get Goten and Trunks to a point where now they are in a crossroads of their characters, and what are they going to do? Because they're like, okay, how they're going to get powerful? How are they going to get powerful? There's no one on Earth they can train with, and them training with themselves is not really going to help them. So you give them something where now they can go off and go train and get really powerful really fast, and they can catch up to Gohan and Goku and Piccolo, even Piccolo's level. And then you can Piccolo to a point where he's kind of like, well, he's the mentor now. He's not. He'll keep training to get stronger, but he leaves it now to the Saiyans. He's leaving it to Vegeta and Goku's children. That there's nothing he can now help mold those two boys to become a very powerful group because of their lineage. And that'll be really cool. That's what I'm saying. There's things that they already set up in the Buu saga that really needs to start to flesh out and get more apparent in Super, because a lot of us, even myself, I'm getting a little upset about what the hell's going on with Goten. What's going on with Trunks? Are we going to get them trained and get them strong, or are we just going to leave them in the dust? That's kind of that's kind of sloppy in my personal opinion. Also, we're going to leave Gohan just to go, well, I want to be a warrior, but I got a job, but I need to get stronger. But I never really wanted to fight in the first place. No, but really? So that means everything he talked about in Resurrection of F, and also in the precursor to the Tournament of Power, made no freaking sense. They need to clean a lot of that stuff up. Too late with that. Yeah, this is the last time she'll ever see her husband, too. Well, duh. All right.
それはさ、あんまり修行ばっかしてると、そっか。実は俺も札幌のやつを倒して平和になったからな。おい、お主たち。てっきり最近は修行をサボってるみたいな話。何も特別な修行をせずとも日々が修行じゃ。お主らはよく動き、よく学び、よく遊び、よく食べて、よく休む。これが亀仙流の修行じゃろうが。返す言葉もございません。よし。お主らには日々が修行だということを忘れんように、この課題を授けようかの。修行を達成したら、わしのところに報告に来るんじゃぞ。わかったよ、じいちゃん。はい、無天老様。
Yeah, see, he calls him Ji-chan. In some ways, he calls him Grandpa. I think the way he phrases it, it's more old man. He calls Mutian Roshi old man. He doesn't call him Master Roshi or Mutian Roshi, which is Master Roshi. Mutian is his first name. All right. So what I'm going to do is go to the community board. And I'm going to raise that up. Dude, he running. Yay! That's what I liked about the Tournament of Power, because Roshi knew this whole time that his weakness was beautiful women, and he had to get rid of it, because Goku came to him and said, "Hey, I need your help to defend our reality, our whole universe." And Roshi's gonna sit there and go, "Yeah, well, that's no problem," and go in there and have that level of weakness. If there's beautiful women there, he's gonna fail his most prized student. Hell no. That's why I loved how they did Roshi's storyline, where he actually tried to get rid of that weakness. So if he saw a beautiful woman, he wouldn't blow a gasket and lose. And he was a boss. I mean, he lost, but he was a boss. Out of every person there, regardless if it's Piccolo and even Vegeta, Roshi has the most battle experience. The most battle experience out of anybody in Universe 7. That man's been fighting for close to almost 400 years, and good luck with that. Yay! Missing teeth and everything. Why? Who the heck cares? Okay. Community board. Alright. He knows. Goku deep down knows. His instincts tell him no. He knows his son is very powerful, but he doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand the same instinct that someone is way more powerful than what they are. Yep. Let's continue on the story. One thing I'm kind of I didn't look at. I want to see if his doji has the turtle style on there, because it does change.
的なパワーを持ったやつがいる。距離4880。カカロットか。
Yeah, the only thing I did was I did the submissions and I did submissions and I was just looking for the orbs. Let me see something. All right. All right, let's do this. Here we go. All right. I'll start it one more time. All right. Damn, he got that very fast, dude.
星のありさまは何だ。人類を死滅させることが貴様の使命だったはずだ。今まで何を忘れていた。
おめえ、一体誰だ。何なんだ。
See, who are you? What are you talking about?
いいだ。貴様はこの星の人間ではない。生まれは惑星ベジータ。誇り高き全宇宙一の強戦士。そしてこの俺は貴様の兄ラディッツだ。貴様はこの星に住む邪魔な人間どもを絶滅させるために送り、我々サイヤ人は環境の良い星を探し、異星人たちに高く売るのが仕事だ。この星のようにレベルの低いところには幸いなことにこの星に月がある。
それが本当のことだったらひでえやつらだ。おい、ここには月があるから、なんで
ける月が深淵を描くときこそが我々最初の
クリリンの言う通りだよ。そんなやつはほらここで育った孫悟空だ。とっとと蹴れ。
ところがそういうわけにはいかんのでな。惑星ベジータが巨大隕石の衝突で爆発してしまった。残ったサイヤ人はお前よりこの前非常に高値で売れそうないい星がそこを攻めたいのだが、3人では苦戦。そこで思い出したのがカカロット。お前が3人に加わってくれればなんとかな。目を覚ませカカロット。魂ぞ。
はかいろ。そんなこと俺は死んだって手貸しもんか。
後ろの尻尾が生えたガキはお前の子だろう。
それ以上近寄ってみろ。ぶっ飛ばすぞ。
やれるんならやってみるがいい。
後半は絶対渡さねえ。
どうした。
A knee to the gut. He was done. And for Piccolo to even mention that, that means that, yo, I want this guy dead. I want this guy out of here.
地球の平和も貴様の息子も俺にはどうでもいい。俺は世界征服するよ。奴が邪魔なだけだ。奴と仲間とやらを片付けた。貴様をぶち倒して今度こそ世界をこの手にいただくつもりだ。
Nah, Gohan gave him a different perspective.
その方法しか見えみてえだな。
そういうことだ。
All right. Okay, so let me save it here. All right, and I will be right back, guys.